Now, if someone says you need the permission of Sheikh, he must prove it. The problem here is that the people you talk to, mostly, as you mentioned here, is people in this country. The people who talk and say you can't talk in religion without permission. Tell him, ask him this question. What you are talking about, is it religion? It is haram to talk, is it religion? Or something not from religion? If it's not from religion, I don't care. If it's from religion, we will reply, no, this is from religion. Who gave you the permission to say this? Most of the time he have never studied actually. The person who will be talking to you has never studied. So how did you make it, give yourself the permission to talk about such big issue, contradicting the book of Allah, and make it forbid it for other people? Sometimes people talk about things without thinking. For example, when someone say there is no ijtihad after the 4 imams, big people have said this, from the Hanafis, from Qadi Iyad, Sarkhasi, Shashi, they put this. There is no permission to anyone to say anything unless he can prove that one of the major imams has said this before him. Or no one can say that this hadith is sahih or da'if unless he can prove that someone before him have said something similar. And just give you another example. Okay, who said this? Sarkhasi, Qadi Iyad, Shashi, some people like these people, Ibn Salah. Then you ask these people themselves, do you consider yourself a big sheikh like these people? Of course they don't. They are very humble. The matter that you are talking about, that the book of Allah should be ignored, just read for barakah, and rather than following the book of Allah or the sunnah of the Prophet, we just now follow people. This such big statement that contradict the whole Sharia. Where did you get it from? Did you get it from one of the imams that you are ordering us to follow? No, you made it. So it is fine for you to make such big decision when you don't find it in any imam before you have said it. No imam before you have said it. But you forbid me from talking about matters like wudu, contradicting Abu Hanifa in wudu or in salah.
You won't find really properly, you won't find anyone of these knowledgeable people within the madhab that have said that you have to follow a madhab. You won't find the biggest muhaddithin and fuqaha of the ahnaf such as Tahawi or Zailai, the most trustworthy among the ahnaf anyway, or from the Shafi'is such as Ibn Kathir or Dhahabi. Actually Dhahabi has written a book about answering those who say that the ijtihad has stopped. He wrote a book about it, saying that this is like a bid'ah, answering back to them and say that they have brought no proof about. It's a full book about this. People started saying, those people, the first people who brought this issue, that after the 4 madhahib, people should stop doing ijtihad and just follow. This person should have been stopped and asked question, what you are saying, is it the saying of one or more of the 4 madhahib? If he says no, then we will say, then you are contradicting yourself. You say nobody should do ijtihad after the 4 madhahib, and you are doing ijtihad. You have made a big decision in religion that you can't even relate to one of the 4. The 4 have said something different. I mean, if Abu Hanifa have said it in his time, then had made this decision, then Malik and Shafi'i and Ahmad bin Hanbal will be invalid.
Correct.
If Malik and Abu Hanifa have said it, or if Malik said it, then the 2 after him will be invalid because they were not in the same time.
Got that
But this is actually another bid'ah.
Sure.
The rulers have used it because they were afraid of people rising against them, so they had to put some scholars, and they didn't want people to have opinions. They have to follow these four madhahibs. And you know, because every madhab, every one of these teachers was fascinated with his imam, and he understands what he has learned. He will bring closely the people that have his same understanding. Yes. This is normal in people.
It's human nature.
You understand something, you think that you are right, and you want everybody to be right the way you are. Huh? So they will bring people close to them. He will get a position. It was just a coincidence.
Sure.
In a way that Abu Yusuf became the highest judge in the land. Huh? It was also that the Malikis, Ibn Ashhab and the followers went to Africa, and they became rulers there. And now the truth in Africa is Maliki, is the people of Africa, North Africa, are designed to understand the understanding of Malik, and the people in Asia to understand the way of Abu Hanifa. No, it's not. It's the rulers. If the ruler has a madhab, people have no choice except to follow it. Especially the general public, they have to go to teachers, to go to the mosque and ask the imam. They have to go to a judge. If the judge now has madhab, they have no choice except to accept it.
Precisely.
Because they will have no other way. There was no internet then, there was no YouTube.
Yes, that's correct.
So it was, at that time you have to follow whoever is ruling in your area.